Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We've got news, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I have for you guys are some images of some brand new beasts of the Mesozoic Prototypes. First of all, we have the Pachycephalosaurus, and honestly, look how nice this figure looks. It somehow looks even better than I might have expected it to. Like, it's got some really nice looking fine detail, and overall is a pretty darn cool looking, I would say probably the best version of a Pachycephalosaurus that I can think of that is out on the market, or at least will be out on the market at some point soon. And I'm pretty intrigued to see what the color scheme will be on this one. But on top of that, we also have the Cryolophosaurus, and wow, this thing is gorgeous. That head sculpt is absolutely striking. But this one as well, again, looks really nice. Definitely a very cool looking sculpt. I think it does share the Dilophosaurus body. Potentially, I had heard that from somebody. I don't know for sure, but it definitely looks like it does. But it is still a really nice looking figure, and I cannot wait to see what the paint scheme is going to be for this one. Knowing David Silva and his history of the paint schemes on the beasts of the Mesozoic, I can only imagine it's going to be a pretty striking color scheme for this one. Also, when it comes to Recur, they have shown off this image, which is basically showing off an upcoming Stegosaurus figure from them, which I really cannot wait to see. I've been absolutely eating up every figure they have released lately. I think they are some of the coolest figures to release, honestly, from any company, and a Stegosaurus is going to be an excellent addition to their line. And this one looks really nice, definitely a cool color scheme as well, which is a bit different from what you usually see on Stegosaurus, so that as well is definitely a plus. As far as Haolonggoods goes, it looks as though they are going to be entering into a new era in 2025. As far as what they are releasing, we have an image here that basically shows off silhouettes of what they are intending on releasing, and we can see quite a few, very cool species in here. We've got more sauropods. We also have a Tyrannosaurus, a Deinosuchus, definitely some really fun stuff. I think a Giganotosaurus back there as well. But down under that, you can see that they are actually going to begin releasing modern day animals as well. That is absolutely awesome. I really cannot wait to see what they come up with, what they release, and how these figures look when they do officially begin releasing at some point soon. Then when it comes to Dino Dream, they have teased us with yet another figure. They are really pumping these models out like crazy, and I'm loving every second of it. But it appears as though we are going to be getting a Nasutoceratops, and that one is going to be awesome. Nobody, to my knowledge, outside of the Mattel line and captives and stuff, have made a Jurassic World Nasutoceratops so far that I can recall anyway. So a Dino Dream version is going to be absolutely epic. Cannot wait to see more of this in the near future. And then when it comes to Joe Laudati, who I am a massive fan of, who creates some of the absolute coolest when it comes to dinosaur statues of, older stuff that you don't see often get released, he has created an incredible limited edition Grumpy and Big Alice resin model kit set from Land of the Lost, and look at how incredible these are. If you are a fan of the older Land of the Lost show, it doesn't get more perfect than these, and I am dying, honestly, to get these in my collection. There are so many other models he has out right now that I need to get my butt into gear and get a hold of and add to my collection, because I don't want them to go away before I have a chance to get a hold of them. But these as well are definitely on my list. They both look awesome, and again, they honestly look like he pulled them straight out of the screen. If you are interested in grabbing these for yourself, make sure you check the links that I will include in the description to where you can purchase them right now. And then when it comes to Guilherme Bilinski Art, he has teased an incredible release, and you can see with this image, yep, he is creating a SHARPTOOTH, and not just a SHARPTOOTH, but as you can see, it is a SHARPTOOTH to scale with the other Land Before Time figures he has released. That is insanity, and oh man, this thing looks so good. It looks exactly as SHARPTOOTH does on screen, and obviously, considering my age, I am a big fan of Land Before Time. It's a movie I grew up with when I was a kid. One of the earliest dinosaur movies I really remember loving, so having the entire Land Before Time group already in my collection outside of SHARPTOOTH means that I will be able to complete the entire collection basically once this releases, unless he starts creating, the parents of the babies and stuff. But overall, this thing is phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see the finished product. Also, when it comes to Dinomikemc and the Paleo Revived line, he has sent me this image which shows off some brand new figures coming to his line, and man, he has absolutely knocked it out of the park when it comes to some super obscure species that you really do not see get figures often. And in fact, honestly, some of these I've never seen anybody make before, showing you that Dinomikemc has really been on top of his game when it comes to these new figures, and also the fact that we will be getting even an Acrocanthosaurus in the line. How awesome is that? And obviously it sports some articulation. Unfortunately, these are not available quite yet, as it states coming soon, but once they are available, I will do my best to get them in my collection, in my hands, and get reviews up for you guys here on the channel to check out. And of course, I will let you know so that you can purchase them for yourself. And the final thing I have is thanks to Plush Boy Q, but we actually have a look at the brand new wave of Jurassic World minis coming from Mattel, and you can see something that we've all been waiting for a very long time. Yes, that Dreadnoughtus mini is finally coming. I honestly, at this point, assumed that that was probably going to be canceled and canned because, like, it's been so long since we had heard about this, and then it just never got released, and I assumed that maybe since it was past the point of Dominion, like, that would have been the time to release that figure, but it looks as though it is finally coming, and I cannot wait to get that one in my hands. We don't have nearly enough sauropods in the minifigure line, and if it's anything like we see here, man, that thing looks huge compared to all of the other minis there, but definitely cannot wait to see this one. And I still need to get my hands on the previous wave of minis. Unfortunately, they have not shown up in my area quite yet. If you happen to have them in your area, let me know. I'd love to be able to snag them somehow, even if I can, just grab them from somebody else, because my area is so slow when it comes to the minis. But I absolutely cannot wait for this wave to hit so I can check out that Dreadnoughtus in person finally. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.